I'm also spinning.
Oh,
All
we're live.
right.
We're live.
Hey, everybody. It's a Saturday party.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy
Hola,
Saturday.
Hola, todos. Are y'all ready for this?
Always. So ready.
Super excited. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well,
Infinity and beyond. This is
to
great.
infinity and beyond, right? Y'all are all dressed up. I feel like I'm bringing like the first thing Saturday morning. I've got my cup of tea.
Listen, it's a little early on the West Coast, so it's excusable. We've had time to sit, have our coffee, and get ready for the party, Halloweeny.
Oh,
I see some great friends. Oh my gosh. I mean, Paulina, Sean, it's midday for you. So great to see you.
May
Hey.
is tuning in from the
Awesome.
Philippines.
I know.
Here.
May is here.
Hi, friends.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
so excited.
Okay.
I think that this is going to be such a wonderful conversation. We all know that right now AI is growing and growing and becoming more and more important and big in the classroom, right? And so we wanted to make sure that we talk to you all about all of the special things we've got going on and just celebrating. We wanted to have it be fun, have it be a party. You know how we do on Saturdays, and just talk about this important thing. So should we jump in? Ready?
Let's do it, y'all. Jess, take it away.
Yes. So, of course, you all know we love to start with our mission, and that is to make learning fun and empowering for everyone. And we want that to be exactly what today is. This is a celebration. We want this to be fun for you, but we also want you to feel empowered. We want you to leave here knowing, hey, maybe AI isn't so scary, and there are some great things that I can use in my classroom. So, we are going to hear from the AI queen herself, Feli, who has lots of amazing tidbits to share with us. And please do know, keep conversation happening in the chat. We'll be watching. We want to share with you all and see what great things you have, ideas you have too. So please share in the chat with us. Feli, I will give it over to you.
Gracias, mi vida linda. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Depende de qué parte del mundo nos acompañan. We're super excited to be here with you all today. And this time that we're going to be together, remember, it's going to be una charla. It's going to be a chat among friends, right? Among colleagues. This beautiful, 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 beautiful feeling and this beautiful profession that we have in common, right? Because somos maestros, somos maestras, somos docentes. We're teachers. We teach from the heart. We are going to explore today the power of AI in Bing Chat, and we're going to experience its responsiveness as an instructional tool. But just like Jess said, por favorcito, any ideas, any comments that you want to bring into the conversation, everything and everyone is welcome. So just add them to the chat. Is the chat this way or this way? Por acá o para allá, por ahí está, por ahí está. But add like together we're better, juntos somos mejores. Entre más ideas, pues más mejor se va a poner esto. And today, if we go to the next slide, por favor, mi vida linda, we're gonna look into Bing. So if you're not still aware or you're not sure about Bing Chat, let me tell you that Bing Chat is an easy to use AI-powered assistant that can help you with many different online tasks, including finding information, generating content, comparing products, and much more. It is awesome. Está fantástica. It is tailored to give us an AI-powered experience like no other. Está magnífica. And it's like your best friend next to you when you're building a lesson plan and you want your best friend next to you. Right, you want to share ideas and you want that flow of ideas, because we want you to keep in mind that we as teachers, yes, we're going to bring AI as an instructional tool. We're going to bring it into the classroom. Pero we are the experts. And the most important thing también that I want to emphasize is the importance of relationships, right? The relationships with our babies, with our students, they need to happen. And then the AI is going to bring all the saborcito that we're going to add to our lesson plan. And it's going to complement, right? It's going to complement the beautiful things that we already do in the classroom. And of course, it's going to save us a lot of time. So with that in mind, if we go to the next slide, por favor, mi vida
Yeah,
linda.
Belly, as we go to the next slide too, folks in the chat, let us know. Share a shout out to your district, but also let us know where you're at with AI. Are you new? Are you emerging? Are you exploring? Like, where are you at in your learning about AI journey? We would love
And
to know.
I have a question for you guys too before we get into the lesson planning. So I know we all have been like diving in with Bing Chat. I want to know what's been your favorite thing that you've used it for. Like for me, yesterday I literally said, "Tell me what to make for dinner," because I didn't feel like planning it. I want to know what kind of things you've been using it for.
So I'm just going to jump in real quick and then I'll go back on mute. One of the things last year, I started messing around with creative writing. And I was writing. I have a birthday journal with my best friend, and we've been sending it back and forth every 6 months because our birthdays are like 6 months apart. So we write in it all year long and then share it. And I used AI to do a ton of either silly poems or creative stories. And I would say, you know, some things that were in the prompt that were unique to us and our friendship and memories over the years, and create funny stories from it. And then I printed them out and I put them in the journal, and this was a Bing Chat inspired AI birthday message. And it was just silly and fun and sentimental, but was one of the early things I did last January, right? Like, or this past year, and started to create and see possibilities with it. So something silly and fun and different.
I love it.
Yes, and the possibilities are endless. I remember my first question to artificial intelligence, all of these chatbots, is like, how can I be a better mom? I wanted to know, like, how can I be a better mom for my Fernando and my Omar? And it gave me a beautiful answer. It was like, the fact that you're already asking how to become a better mom already makes you a great mom. I was like, oh, I love you,
Oh
Bing.
my gosh.
All the
That's
feels.
fun
Oh
for
my
real.
gosh.
It was a beautiful answer. And then of course it recommended a lot of reading, which is exactly what we have on the screen. So as I mentioned earlier, it is super easy to use Bing Chat. So first right here, there is a teacher generated input, right? The famous prompt. So we as educators are gonna enter the prompt, and then Bing Chat then generates an output. So this is the AI output, the Bing Chat output. Now, embedded in this output are superscripts that correspond to a source, which indicates where the output or the responses are coming from. So this is beautiful because here we can think about citation, right? We can talk to our students about giving credit, citing the sources where we're getting the information from. And to make it even better, Bing Chat gives you suggestions or follow-up questions so that we can continue the conversation with it. So it is super complete. And when we talk about or we think about digital citizenship, right, and digital literacy, how important it is to show this to our students, like for us, right, for us as teachers, to give credit where credit belongs, but also to show all of these to our babies. What do you all think? Yes, it's like it gives you the specific websites, but it's important to show our students the domains where these websites are coming from, ¿verdad?
Absolutely. I mean, it
Absolutely.
models citation. It models like exactly what we're asking for teachers, or what teachers are asking students to do in their own work. So absolutely, that makes perfect sense.
Sí. Y si nos vamos to the next slide, por favor, Ann. Ahí está, gracias, Ann. So aquí, in order for us to get better answers, we need to be very specific about our prompts, right? Detailed prompts. And I think that by now we've heard a lot about artificial intelligence and the importance of the prompt. So the more detailed that we are, the better this is going to get. So first, we select the mode. There are three modes on Big Chat. There's more creative, right? Which is the original. It's very original and very creative. There's more balance, right? Which is the one that is going to give you a straightforward answer. And there's also more precise, which is very informative, but still very friendly. So I know Andy and I were collaborating on a presentation for multilingual learners, right? Andy was getting everything ready for a presentation, a PD session that he was going to have with, I don't remember the school district, maybe Linda.
Yesterday I was with a school district here in Indiana, Liberty Perry, and amazing conversations, especially leading about AI. So, hey, everybody there, I, gave hey, join in again today as we talk about AI. But no, I mean, that conversation, I remember fairly brilliant directions on how to practice and use the different options on whether it's creative, balanced, or precise, and how you can, kind of test out the different responses that you get.
Excelente, excelente, excelente.
Oh, and point out Sean using Bing as an upbeat, encouraging tutor in all the socials. Oh my gosh, yes. I mean,
I love that. I love this, an upbeat, encouraging, and I click that more creative one. And when I'm writing my prompts, I always say, use a tone of whimsy in your response. And that's like something I include in everyone because I want it to sound fun. I want it to sound like me. So I love that idea.
See, and the more detailed we are, the better the answer we are going to get. So I always tell teachers, don't feel like you're providing a lot of info for the AI. The more info you provide the AI, the better your answer is going to be. But it was very interesting when Andy and I were collaborating. I was using more creative, so the answers that I was getting from Bing Chat were different and more like lengthier, right, Andy? Like with more specific words for our multilingual learners than when we tried the more balanced and the more precise. So we invite you to look into the three different modes that Bing Chat offer. And it's also a learning experience for us as teachers. And definitely this is something that we can also bring to the classroom for our students. And if you would like to learn more about enhancing teaching and learning with Bing Chat, head over to aka.ms/Bing Chat for educators and continue your learning journey. Así que that website is so complete and it has way more info about the creation of those prompts. Mande, Jess.
I saw one that Priscilla shared too. I want to share this here, that she writes fun poems for friends was her first use. I absolutely love that. And I picture using that with students too, writing them little inspirational moments, thinking about like as we're getting into, in the spring when it's test prep time, and just little motivational messages and stuff too. I absolutely love it.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Y next, aquí está. Okay, so now we have an idea, right? We activated background knowledge about Bing Chat, and we want to introduce you to our Topic Copilot. So if you haven't heard about our Topic Copilot, this Topic Copilot is powered by Microsoft's OpenAI services, and it works by taking inputs from the educators, such as keywords and students' age range. The Topic Copilot produces 5 prompts, and you get to select one and edit your liking before posting it to the group. But most importantly, my friends, the Topic Copilot selects the question for you. You're the one who brings the expertise here. So once again, and I love the name, it's Topic Copilot because it's your co-pilot, that person next to you, like my co-pilot for life who's always next to me, that we work as a team. Same thing here. So let's keep that in mind, right? Bing Chat is going to be my co-pilot, and then I'm going to bring, boom, another Topic Copilot, right? So now I'm going to have 2 best friends with me, my Bing Chat and my Topic Copilot, and it is going to take me to bringing an amazing lesson to my babies. So right here, as an ESL teacher here in South Texas, I'm always looking for ways to better understand the TELPAS test, right? Which is the language proficiency assessment that our multilingual students have to take here in Texas. So in this question, for example, my students were being assessed in the proficiency standard, or ELBS 3H, which is part of the speaking domain. So for me, like, to better understand what the 3H standard is, I asked Bing Chat to explain it to me. We have so many standards, right? The TELPAS test and the START test and the this test and the that test, right? So here, boom, I was like, I'm gonna bring my first best friend, right, which is Bing Chat, and I'm gonna ask Bing Chat to help me understand ELPS, the 3H, how to teach it, and how to bring it into the classroom for my students. So whether you need clarification or confirmation, using Bing Chat is a better approach. It's an excellent approach than having to browse or navigate the web with no clear directions, right? So now that I understand 3H, I'm able to identify the keywords in the TELPAS question, right? I understand the standard, I look at the question, and I'm going to identify the keyword, which is going to allow me to create a very intentional flip topic with the help of my other best friend, Topic Copilot. So if we go to the next slide, mi vida linda, por favor.
And Feli, as that
Mándame.
transition's happening, I just want to say, like, using Bing Chat to create things specific for your state standards, like, that's brilliant. And as I modeled, I was doing this yesterday in a PD of, I took Bing Chat and asked, like, create a rubric on the Indiana state standards on communication and speech, and creating a whole slew of fitting exactly what is being asked for from our students. What is it that's being needed to be covered from those state standards? I love it, as we're addressing exactly what needs to be done uniquely for every state.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for sharing that. And it's also like how it's very, like, yes, we can go on whatever browser you use, right, and look for the information. But if you're like me and I look up something and then I see something around the information, I'm going to get very distracted. I know myself. Ahorita we're going to talk about how distracted I get on YouTube videos. And but you'll see my distractions all around. YouTube are very they're always there, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. So it's very precise, right, Andy? And also think, like, keep that idea of timing. Like, we as teachers have so many things to do, and sometimes 24 hours, they're not enough, right? They are not enough. So bring these two best friends into your designing the lesson, and it's going to facilitate the designing of the lesson, pero también it's going to save us a lot of time. So, my friends, what slide are we on? A ver. Aquí está. So, what I did, once I analyzed the keyword from the question, right, which was astronauts, I bring everything back into Topic Copilot. So I clicked on Topic Copilot, I typed the word astronaut, I selected the grade level, which in my case was middle school, and then I let the magic happen. Like, Topic Copilot created several options for me. And once again, this is when having those relationships with our students is key, right? Because I know my students. Topic Copilot is giving me 5 choices, but I'm going to look at the choices and I am going to find the best question for my students, right? In this case, I am a science teacher. So I know my babies, I know my content, and I'm also a language acquisition teacher. So I'm going to bring everything, all my expertise, right? Because again, all this AI is coming to us as co-pilots. It's just making everything that I already do in the classroom better and faster. So I selected the best question for my babies. Y boom, Topic Copilot created the topic for me. So it added the title, right? What dangers do astronauts face? Whoa, we can have a great conversation about that. And it also added 3 questions for my babies. So guess what, my friends? Now I am going to complement my topic, or I'm going to make my topic better, right? Even better than what Topic Copilot already is, right? Because we all know that as language acquisition teachers, or all of us as teachers, we need to scaffold our instruction for our babies. So that's what I did. And if we move to the next question ahora, we're going to app smash, right here. We're going to bring Bing AI for those linguistic supports. So what I did right here is that I went to my compadre, my best friend, Bing Chat, and I asked Bing Chat, I want you to create 4 sentence stems for beginning, intermediate, multilingual learner to answer the following questions. What questions? Well, the ones that Topical Pilot created for me. So I copy those questions, I paste them right here on my prompt, and shoo, I let Bing AI provide me with several sentence stems, my friends, that now I can use with my students. And as you can see, I'm still working on more creative. So it's going to be more creative and it's going to be giving me more options, right? So again, this is what my expertise comes into the game again. Why? Because I know my students and I am going to select the best sentence stems that are going to help my students. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select the best sentence stems that Bing AI is suggesting for me. And I'm going to go back to my topic. And that's going to be on the next video that we have for you.
I think something that's so important, Feli, is that you keep saying, like, I know my students, right? So as we navigate this world of AI, I think that a lot of times we're like a little bit scared, right? Because it's like this new territory and, okay, is it going to replace me? What's happening kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's exactly what you're saying. It's your best friend. It's helping you come up with these ideas, but just enhancing them, taking them to the next level. But at the end of the day, you know your students and you know what's best for them. You're not just going to copy and paste it without reading what is going on there, right? You're going to use it to best suit their needs. And I think this is incredible.
Thank you, Mibida, for saying that, because yes, there's no AI that is gonna know and love my students better than I do. So this is a combination of everything. This AI is going to complement what I'm already doing in the classroom. It's not gonna replace me, because there's always gonna be those relationships that we can establish with teachers, with our students. So we as teachers, so important. And part of those relationships, Jess, is knowing our data, right? Knowing, okay, so I know that for this class, I have my multilingual learners are intermediate. So I am going to be very precise when I create my prompt and when I go into Bing Chat and create something for my babies. So that, because yes, Bing AI can create anything for you and can give you beautiful answers. But
I want to jump in here too, Kelly. Saying
Sí.
in the prompt, one of the coolest AI hacks I've seen is write it for a specific lexile level or an age band or a grade band. So when you talked about sentence stems, I taught first grade. I might say, come up with some first grade age appropriate for ages 6 and 7 reading level sentence starters, right?
Sí.
So all in that, I love this. And I love the chat that these incredible ideas are being shared, but keep going. But that was just one thing I remember learning from Rushton Hurley at Spring Q this year. And I was like, oh my gosh, lexile levels, grade, like saying a reading level for an age.
Sí. So the more specific we are, the better those answers are going to be, right? And I love what you said, Anne, because it's knowing our babies, knowing what they need, so that in return, we're creating these amazing lessons for our students. And think about time. Don't let go the idea of time, because right now we're going to be talking about time and how all of that comes into place. So now that Bing Chat created those, or helped me, right, create those sentence stems for my babies, I, as the expert, I'm going to select the best ones. I'm going to come over here to my topic in Flip, my beautiful Flip, and I'm going to paste them, and I'm going to tell my babies, please answer the following questions, use the following sentence stems, right? So I'm already scaffolding for my babies. And I'm also telling them that's a non-negotiable always in class. Do not forget to write your script before you record.
And I'm going to interject real quick. When you write your script, then put that in the teleprompter. Now we're creating a space that now our students have a sense of comfort and confidence as they go that 3-second countdown of saying, hey, now just read what you've already put together. And it just eases our students' minds as they go to respond.
Claro que sí, claro. And it's getting rid of that affective filter that happens not only in language acquisition, but for every one of our students. Because a lot of the times we talk about that affective filter happening in language acquisition, but I believe it happens everywhere for every one of our babies, especially when we're talking about recording a video. And I love that what you said, Andy, because it's providing this shelter for our babies, for them to feel safe so that the learning can happen. And you all know that our flip camera has a lot of beautiful tools that can help us and help our babies facilitate the process, right? If they don't want to show us their beautiful faces, no hay problema, because they can use a lens, or they can change the background, or they can use, instead of video, they can use the audio mode only. So there's a lot of things that we can do in our platform so that our babies feel safe. That way they're happy and the learning happens. Después, I think we can go to the next slide. And por favorcito. Never mind. One back. I'm so sorry. But here, I want to talk about my own distractions. Thank you, mi vida linda. So here, I changed the time once again because I'm the expert. I know for how long my students have to record themselves about telpas. But right here, another thing that I want to share with you, my friends, is that I'm still scaffolding. So I added a YouTube video, right, that I asked Chat Bing to find for me. Why? Because I wanted a YouTube video that, yes, talked about the dangers of astronauts, right? But I'm from South Texas. The majority of the students are like me, Mexican American, right? Hispanic kids. So I wanted a YouTube video that included a Hispanic astronaut. So I went to Bing Chat and I asked Bing Chat to look for a video about an astronaut that I could show to my multilingual 8th grade students, but that it was very specific that astronaut or that video had to be about a Hispanic astronaut. Now you might be thinking, well, Feli, we can go to YouTube and find the video. And yes, we can do that. But if I go to my YouTube, right, and then I look for a video, I see a lot of distractions around that search button, right? And those distractions are Ricky Martin and also Maluma, and they take my planning time away. I'm like, oh, Ricky Martin, oh, Maluma, right? And I'm like, forget the lesson plan. So a lesson plan that it's supposed to take me, I don't know, an hour. Now, because of Ricky Martin and Maluma, it's going to take me more than an hour. So what is Bing Chat doing here for me? It is keeping me focused on, right, what I need to find for my students. So that's just another idea, right, of time management, how Bing Chat can also help us find the resources in a shorter time. So a topic that maybe I needed 30 minutes. I don't know. What do you all think? 30 minutes, 20 minutes to create because of the question, the analysis of the TELPAS test, the scaffolding, the video, and then the beautiful reading passage from one of our amazing partners, Wonderopolis. Más o menos, what do you think? How long do you think this topic will take us to create without our friend Bing Chat?
Oh, a long
without longer than that.
A long
So
time.
much longer.
¿Verdad? A long time. So bringing the AI to facilitate, to help me create this, it takes us 5 minutes. It takes us at the most 10 minutes. And it's a very complete topic that I can use for my students, right? In preparation of the TELPAS test or everything that I do in the classroom. I'm bringing my TELPAS expectation. I'm also bringing my TICS, which is the Texas, the state assessment here in Texas. So it's like I'm combining and I'm teaching everything that I need to teach without letting anything go in one topic, and providing the beautiful scaffolding for my students, and also the representation of our students with a very beautiful video about Jose Hernandez, which is one of our astronauts in NASA, and he's a Hispanic baby as well. So, my friends, ahora sí, and on the next slide, por favorcito. Finally, ya me voy a quedar calladita. So finally here, the main concern, right? I want to talk about the main concerns, right? That we come across when we talk about AI, right? And a lot of teachers, a lot of educators have shared with us the fear of AI because our because our students might be cheating, right? Might be going to the AI and getting the answers straight from AI. But let me tell you, my friends, that we can design flip topics, and these flip topics are going to promote and encourage authenticity and also the visible thinking. How important it is to stress, right, to bring that into the classroom. Authenticity, because it's going to be their beautiful voices, their creativity, but also they're going to show us they're visible. They're going to make their thinking, they're going to make it visible with these beautiful videos for us. So using a topic to document the learning journey or keep a log of a project are two great ways to prevent that cheating, and more ways. Like there's tons and tons of ideas. We can go to Bing Chat and ask Bing Chat for ideas, like how to avoid these. For instance, the cheating in the classroom, right, through the use of AI. So there's a lot of them, but we want to share with you, of course, our love for Flip and how Flip can bring all of this and make it happen into the classroom. So this example right here of the steps of metacognition, it actually helps our students reflect on their learning, right? So as a result, it opens the door to more authentic and relevant connections. Why? Because our babies are going to be asking themselves, ¿qué aprendí? Right? What did I learn? ¿Cómo lo aprendí? How did I learn it? ¿Para qué me sirvió? How did it help me? And en qué otras ocasiones puedo usarlo? In what other ways can I use this, right? So that escalerita de metacognición can happen inside our Flip platform. And with the help of our friend, Topic Pilot, and our friend, Bing Chat, is going to complement our lessons. A lesson or a topic that usually or could take me maybe 30 minutes is now going to be done, right? Perfectly done for my students in 5 minutes. Teacher is happy. As a result, our babies are happy. So there it is. ¿Qué les parece? ¿Qué les parece?
So, Philly, I think this speaks to so much, especially when you talk about the steps of this and the authentic component. And I want to go back and just kind of rephrase like the thought of this as a co-pilot, as a support. And you've made this point, and we're all in complete agreement. This is helping us. It's a thought partner for us. And I was with some teachers this week out in Riverside, California, and we were talking about AI, and it was like, this is my thought partner. And I'm leveraging this, the power of technology to help me in this process. And I loved this comment. I'm going to go back and find it from Aaron over on LinkedIn, talking about if you're looking to Lexile accurately, Bing Chat, ChatGPT won't be able to do it, but they can simplify the language enough to be helpful, having tested against the Lexile's tool. Aaron, thank you for this comment. Helping it, level it. And that word helpful sticks out to me as this like magical piece. And that's why I love Bing Chat so much, is because it's helping me level up in so many different ways or simplifying the process. So thank you for making that comment, that it's not replacing or a completely different, like it's not doing it all for me. I'm still using my human brain, I know my students, I know what's best in my classroom, my standards, what I need to teach to help them go through this process. Not only what did you learn, how did you learn it, how did it help me, and in what other ways can I do it? But that's my approach too, as an educator in the classroom. How can I use this? So thank you, Aaron. I wanted to bring that up too, and just say, designing these topics, it's all a learning journey, right? So Feli, I love the steps of metacognition you're sharing here.
Thank you. And thank you for saying that. And thank you also for the comment, because just like I said, that with everything that we are doing in creating this topic, like scaffolding, how important the scaffolding, right? To bring the scaffolding into our Flip topics. Look, we scaffold for our students, but I was also thinking that Bing Chat and Topic Pilot is going to scaffold our process for
Yeah.
us as teachers. So it's a scaffolding. I think everyone, all of us need scaffolding, right, to better understand what's happening. And also we as teachers, with the many things that we have in our everyday lives, it's just that it's going to scaffold and it's going to organize everything for us, and it's going to keep us on track. Like me, I get distracted very easily, right? Thanks to Ricky, Martin, and Maluma. But once again, right, Bing Chat is going to say, hey, Feli, look, you can use this, and then you can actually have a conversation, because you can say no to the answer that the Bing Chat is bringing to you, right? Or you can say no to Topic Copilot. I don't like those choices. You click on the button right next to a Topic Copilot, and it generates new options for you. Because we go back to us being the experts, us knowing our students. We know what's best for our students, and the AI is just going to complement what we do. Y así, pues todo con amor.
That quote, whoever popped it up, bring it back. This quote: there is no AI that will know and love my students better than I do. Feli Garcia Lopez, original quote right there.
Sí. Sí, yoo-hoo!
I love it. And Feli, before we go to the next slide, remember, everything you copied and pasted from Bing Chat into Flip is totally editable. So that's another thing that educators can do, is personalize the content as they're editing their Flip topic. So I love all of this. Oh my gosh. We can't even be near the end. I know we've gone a little bit long, but I'm not ready for this conversation to end.
No, well, let's carry. I mean, we have so many resources and things to be able to share and do.
Are we really going to resources?
I guess.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So,
Feli, you've shared so many brilliant thoughts. Do you want to wrap up any of this? Final thoughts on this before we get into the end? I know Andy has phenomenal resources to share.
Sí, mi vida linda. I'm going to take just 30 seconds, Andy, just to emphasize the importance of creating relationships in your classroom. Thank you, mi corazón. Creating relationships in your classroom. That's step number one. And then Bing Chat is going to be your best friend when we are creating our lessons for our babies. So the more creative, right? And when creating those prompts, the more detailed we are, the better answers we are going to get. But we are the experts. Once again, there's no AI that is going to care and love our babies like we do. Mm-hmm. So, and then just the mic back to you, my friend Andy. Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias. Cheers. And as we, wrap it up, as we're talking about, moving forward at Flip, we have some great resources within our own blog site and, want to share along with you. So simply going to flip.com, go into our info.flip.com page. We have a blog resource of leveraging AI in your classroom. Check it out. So many great pieces and information that are part of this article. But I definitely want to spotlight and share also the idea of using Flip for oral assessments. And as we talk about teachers creating prompts using AI, I mean, it's understandable that students may use it to generate their own ideas or research. However, with Flip, you are still capturing that authentic voice, capturing the actual mathematical thinking that students are doing or modeling it. And so you can't fake that. That's not something that when a student is using Flip to actually show their application of it, it's real. And so using Flip for oral assessment, even in times that AI is even more so important. And, so continue the learning, even, if you want to do this on your own, do it as a collaborative group, even at learn.microsoft.com. There are some additional resources, some courses, some modules to, dive further into. And two of them to definitely feature and highlight are empowering educators to explore the potential of AI, and then also to dive further in on the Bing Chat, enhancing teaching and learning with Bing Chat, aka.ms/Bing Chat for educators. And I mean, that's not the end of where, using AI in our learning is there. From A to Z, there are some great resources and ideas and ideas or best practices. Let's go with that approach, because from pre-K to PhD, from A to Z, Flip is there to support you, but with AI as part of it, from education to business and beyond, there are some phenomenal ideas of what AI is part of that space and where we're moving forward, to.
And Andy, I have to say something about this A to Z piece. We've been talking about it all week, the four of us, as we've, been meeting and prep for this Saturday party. But this is an awesome resource from Microsoft that we found on LinkedIn, just kind of like happened upon it, clicked on it through that Microsoft blog, but thought this is such a brilliant way to not only learn either vocabulary or context around what all of these words associated with AI mean. So if you're beginning your journey with artificial intelligence, check out this article. It's on LinkedIn. If you just search, Microsoft on the issues, you will find it. And I think we all just were like, this is so cool. What a powerful resource to begin, A to Z. So many incredible things.
Absolutely.
All right, what's coming up?
Well, we have a upcoming, AI is even part of Math Solver. And so, join Jess and myself as we're going to talk about, Flip and Math Solver, but getting started diving in on, what Math Solver can do to support you and also to support your students through math. And Feli's also sharing that, coming up soon, Impensado con Math Solver with con Feli. So check it out. We have it at our aka.ms/flip events.
All right. Of course, everybody can find all of that right on our YouTube page, across all the socials, as we stream everywhere, right? But what a brilliant way to talk about Math Solver and how AI can even support in there. And Jess, you're going to share a little bit more about some of the community things going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So our friends at EduMatch actually had a big virtual day a couple weeks ago where they talked all about how just navigating AI together, right? We always talk about how we're in this together, we're better together. And so I actually am going to just drop in the chat too so that you all have it. But this website has all of their sessions that occurred. And then also I'm dropping this one as well so that you have it. And that is a flip topic that they created. So a lot of the sessions are also there on Flip, so you can go interact. There's also the QR code right on screen if you want to scan it right away. And these are some incredible sessions from members of the community, just talking about AI and education and navigating it together, because we're all on this learning journey and we're just all figuring it out, right? So I would encourage you, go in, look through, and be inspired.
Yeah, not only learning from the community, but it gives me the idea that folks in their grade levels or their PLCs, their learning community on their own campus could leverage Flip to have these conversations in a resource share, or, hey, this is how I've tried using AI or being chat in my classroom, or this is one way I'm leveling up my learning, and sharing on Flip with your professional community as well, too. So thanks to our friends at EduMatch for, sparking so many conversations and ideas. I love that, Jess. All right, y'all, I think it's time. I'm going to wrap it up and just remind everybody that you all, every educator out there around the world, inspire us daily. And we want to continue to build Flip forward with your feedback and your ideas. So if you have any ideas of ways we can continue to improve Flip, right inside that UI, you'll have that little icon that you can click on and send us your feedback. We love to say, when you ask, we listen, and we love building Flip with you. So thank you for all the ways you use it and inspire us to keep growing and building forward. And folks, I know we've covered so many conversations and we've talked about different parts of Flip, but if you are looking for answers or resources, definitely check out our Help Center. We have all kinds of insights and supports for you that you can use as you're sharing Flip with your community. You can literally click on that Help Center button at the top of Flip, or visit aka.ms/here to help And as we get ready to wrap up, we just want to leave you with a great big thank you. Thank you for joining us on your Saturday, wherever in the world you are. We love talking with all of you and we love being connected. So definitely get connected with us on social. You can find us at Microsoft Flip. Use that hashtag FlipSider if you wish. And of course, you can find all of this information and more at flip.com. But we want to thank you for joining our SaturdAI PartAI, using AI to create engaging learning experiences. And Jess, Andy, and Feli for sharing so many brilliant insights. But also you as the community, we appreciate you and your time and all you do. Thank you. And we wish you all a wonderful weekend ahead.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a beautiful
Thanks,
day.
everybody.
Besos. Woo!